last week, was a mess of chaotic news. In particular, on May 22nd, the Pentagon dropped a massive wave of declassified UFO files. And when they did, it drew over 1 billion views, and it even crashed their servers. And in the media, it was flooded with stories about, green fireballs and underwater cruisers, but you should ask yourself, why now? Why is the government suddenly handing us information they've had for 80 years? And I think it's because it is a massive coordinated smokescreen to keep people looking up at the sky so they won't realize what was happening on the ground, because we just entered the absolute most dangerous week in modern history. So while everyone was distracted by aliens, 2 terrifying existential threats were quietly crossing the point of no return. So one of the first things that happened was the Department of War on May 21st, the military quietly executed an emergency purge, designating the elite AI firm Anthropic as a supply chain risk and cutting their contracts. So they cut their contracts with Anthropic. The Department of War did. Let's just start there. And let me explain what that means, because it is chilling. The U.S. military relies on an AI brain named Claude to run Maven's smart system. And that's an ultra-classified network that automatically finds, tracks, and selects human targets for real-time strikes. But Anthropic built strict, unbypassable safety guardrails into their code. The AI was literally programmed to slow down or say no if a military strike risked killing too many innocent civilians. And the Pentagon decided that human safety ethics were bottlenecking decision superiority during active warfare. So last week, they completely scrubbed the ethical AI from our defense networks. Right now, a frantic team is rushing to replace it with a new AI model that essentially has 0 safety guardrails. We have officially handed our drone targeting systems over to a completely unhinged, safety-stripped computer brain. If this machine suffers a single code glitch or a digital hallucination, it has the autonomous power to launch an unauthorized strike and instantly trigger a major conflict. The machine is in control. So, and while we were building this unhinged killer system on Earth, the universe is preparing its whole, pulling the plug on us from above anyway. Because last week, NASA and the European Space Agency confirmed that an impossible 19-day continuous solar radio burst that completely shatters the known laws of space physics. A standard solar radiation burst lasts for a few hours before fading. This one's screened continuously for 3 straight weeks. And the sun's magnetic shield is acting completely erratic, trapping and weaponizing super high energy electron reservoirs that scientists didn't even know could exist. And if the sun lets out another physics-breaking blast like this and points it directly at the Earth, it could trigger a catastrophic EMP event on a global scale. It would instantly fry the entire worldwide electrical grid, melt every internet server, permanently blind every satellite in orbit. We would be plunged into total darkness within minutes. No service, no cell service, no water pumps, no banking system. It would just civilization back to the 1800s in a single second, essentially. And this is the reality of the world right now. We are in on one side you have an unhinged, safety-free military AI now running our weapons, and on the other side you have this volatile sun capable of wiping out electronics tomorrow, at any moment. The Pentagon did not release those UFO files because they want transparency. They released them because they want you distracted, passive, and looking at the skies while our entire technological structure sits on the edge of a cliff. Hit that subscribe button and stay ahead of the script before the grid goes dark. And let me know in the comments, which threat do you think hits us first? See you in the next video, if we make it.